Okay, today class we will discuss some problems based on the subspace. So this first question, let V be the vector space V be the vector space over real number of all real value function of all real value functions okay, functions on the interval 0, 1, and let you take the subset, this one, W f of x belong to B, set of all continuous, set of all real value function f of x. This condition should satisfying fx equal f1 minus x for x belong to 0, 1, close interval 0, 1. Be a subset of B. This is be a subset of B. Your question is determine whether the subset W is a subspace of vector space V. Subspace of vector space V. So you want to show that this W is a subspace. Okay. So you want to check 3 axioms. If 3 axioms are satisfying, then we can say W is a subspace. Okay. First axiom, you take 0 function. Okay. So 0 function, that means you can divide this 0 function, 0 of x, for any values of x, they take the value 0. For any values of x, this function take the value 0. It is 0 function. Okay, 0 function. It is a real value function. So since 0 of x equals 0, 0 of 1 minus x also 0. For any values of x, this take the value 0. Therefore, this condition should satisfying. Therefore, 0 function is one of the element. Therefore, it is non-empty set. Okay. For any values, for any x belong to close interval 0, 1. So 0x 0 function, it is 0 belong to W. Therefore, it is non-empty. Okay, belong to W, it is non-empty set. Next, you take 2 function from this set W. Let x comma g belong to W, and you take 2 scalars. Okay, 2 scalars. Okay, you can take the scalars alpha comma beta. First, you take one scalar. I think we can prove this one. We prove this. My claim is, our claim is W is a subspace. So proof be like this. First, you take let f comma g belong to W, then right, then f belong to W, no, then f of x equal f of 1 minus x, and g of x equal g1 minus x. Okay, for all x belong to 0 comma 1. Okay, for all x belong to 0 comma 1. So we want to show that okay, we want to show that this one, which one? You assume that one of the function h of x, it is addition of two functions fx plus gx. You want to show that this h of x belong to w. That is your claim now. It is your claim. So you take h of x. If h of x belong to w, mean you want to show that h of x equal h of 1 minus x. You put here, right? In h of x you have f of x plus g of x. No, in the e of x you can put, sorry, f of x you can put f of 1 minus x, because f of x belong to w. Similarly for a g. So it is right. For it is, we can write h of 1 minus x, h of x. If you show h of x equal to h of 1 minus x, this condition should satisfy. Therefore, this is g, sorry, age is one of the function in B. Therefore, that age is belong to W. Right? Age is belong to W mean age equal to F plus G. That one belong to W. It is already as a vector addition belong to W. Okay. Now you want to check the scalar multiplication also belong to W. If the scalar multiplication is belong to W, then we can say W is a subspace. Right? Okay. Now we check the scalar multiplication. So for a scalar multiplication, you take, let one of the scalar alpha belong to real number and one of the vector, then you already take f. Yeah, f belong to W. So you take alpha f of x. Okay, it is alpha times f of x. Okay, alpha f of x means f of 1 minus x. It is alpha f 1 minus x. Okay, this one we will write alpha f times 1 minus x. It is alpha f times x. Suppose this condition satisfying, therefore this alpha f. Okay, alpha f belong to W. Scalar multiplication condition also satisfying. Vector addition condition also satisfying. Therefore W is a subspace of W is a subspace of B. Okay, W is a subspace of B. Right. First of all is non-empty set. This one is a vector addition, then scalar multiplication. Three conditions are satisfied. Therefore, W is a subspace. Okay. For next question, exercise number 2. Let CR. This CR means set of all real value function. Okay, CR be the vector space of real value functions on real number. Set of all real value function on real number. This notation. Okay, right. Consider the set of function. Consider the set of function. Right. Consider the set of function This one, f of x, a plus b cos x, c cos 2x. A comma b comma c belong to real. Prove that W is a subspace of CR. The claim is prove that W is a subspace of CR. Okay, W is a subspace of CR. So first, you know, zero function. Yeah, see, one of the function, no? Zero function, zero of x, this zero. This zero we will write like this. Put a is 0, b is 0, cos x, c is 0, cos 2x. This means the zero function, yeah, the zero function belong to W, right? Right? The zero function belong to W. This means 0 of x equal to 0. This is belong to W. Therefore, it is non-empty set. Okay. The zero function satisfying this condition. Therefore, this is non-empty set. Okay. Now, you assume two functions. Let f1 x, g1 of x. These both functions belong to W. Therefore, you want to show that f1 you can put here, g1 no problem, f2. You want to show that f1 plus g1 also belong to W. So vector addition also satisfying the condition. Okay, so you know f1 x belong to W mean f1 satisfying this condition. You put a is a1 plus b1 cos x, c1 cos 2x. Similarly, f2 of x, a2 plus b2 cos x, a2 b2 and c2 cos 2x. Okay, c2 cos 2x. So now you can do the addition, right? f1 of x plus f2 of x. Okay, f1 of x plus f2 of x. This is a1 plus a2, b1 plus b2 cos x, c1 plus c2 cos 2x. Okay, c1 plus c2 cos 2x. Therefore, this is of the form this one. You put a1 plus a2 as a a3, b1 plus b2 as a b3, and c1 plus c2 as a c3, then you get the form this one. So it is belong to W. So this is belong to W, right? This is belong to W. So next you take let D belong to real, one of the scalar, and what do you take f of x belong to W. So what about this one? D of f of f1 of x. You can write d of f1 of x. You will write d of f1 of x. So this, what is this? D of f1 of means f1 is this one. You want to multiply by d, then dA1, dB1 is one of the scalar now. Then you can easily multiply, right? B1 cos x, dC1 cos 2x. Now you put here this A2, B2, and C2. Then again, this is belong to this set W, right? This belong to W means, right? That is dF1 belong to W. Okay. Here F1 plus F2 belong to W. Here dF1 scalar multiplication belong to W. Here is non-empty set. Therefore, the given subset W is a subspace of set of all real value function. So W is a subspace of CR. Okay, W is a subspace of CR. Or next question. Let B be the vector space B be the vector space B be the vector space of K cross K matrices. Then for fixed matrix R, S belong to V. Then for fixed matrix R, S in V, define the subset. Okay, define the subset W R A S. Here R and S are, it is a fixed matrices. Okay, here A belong to B. We can change only A matrix. Prove that W is a vector subspace of B. Prove that W is a vector subspace of B. Okay, vector subspace of B. First, right, it is your set. You want to show that first claim is you want to show that it is a non-empty set. You put a zero zero matrix, zero matrix. Let 0 belong to B, be the K cross K zero matrix. So this should satisfy this condition. R 0 S, again zero matrix, no? Again zero matrix. Therefore the zero matrix belong to W. Therefore it is non-empty set. Zero matrix belong to W. Therefore it is non-empty set. Okay. R 0, this one belong to W. Therefore it is non-empty. Next, you take two matrices. Now let S comma Y belong to W. These are the matrix. Okay, K cross K matrices important. X and Y are not an element, it's a matrix. Okay, then you have the fixed matrix A comma B belong to V such that you can write the form RAX. Here X and Y are fixed matrix important. Okay, X and Y are fixed matrix. So you can write of the form X and Y are belong to W, mean X and Y satisfying this condition. For this one, A, B, X and Y not a fixed matrix, but X and Y are matrices satisfying this condition. Here R and S are fixed matrix, important, right? R and S are fixed matrix. So you you can write this R A S is fixed matrix, no, it is your X, and R B X, it is your Y. One of the matrix, another matrix, therefore X and Y belong to W. That X and Y belong to W means X and Y satisfying these conditions. Here R and S are fixed matrix, R and S are fixed matrix for these each. Okay, so you consider X plus Y. X plus Y means RAX plus RBX, right? RAX plus RBX. You know, matrix. In the matrix, okay, you know, matrix follow the vector space, no? Matrix follows vector space. Then you can use the distributed law, the associated law, everything you can use it, okay? Now here, this is, we will write of the form this one. Because it's all size of this matrix K cross K, K cross K, A plus B also K cross K, because A K cross K, B K cross K, then A plus B also K cross K. Then you can write like of the form this one. This one means this is right. This one means this X plus Y, no. This one means this X plus Y belong to W, because of the form this one A into something, this S. So this X plus Y. So this X plus Y belong to W. Okay, X plus Y belong to W. Now you take a scalar, let A belong to real number, right? And okay, then and X belong to W, one of the matrix. So you can write X equal, right? R is a fixed matrix. You put in one of the matrix A and S. R and S are fixed matrix. Now you consider this AX. A is a scalar important, right? AX means A times R A S. Okay. A scalar you can write like this, because R and S are fixed matrix, and you can write like this. This means this, right? This means this AX belong to W, because this element, this matrix, yeah, this matrix of the form this one. This is of the form here. Therefore, satisfying this form, no. Therefore, the element belong to W here. The element is AX. X is one of the K cross K matrix. A is one of the scalar. Then take the scalar multiplication. Then you get the one of the matrix. That matrix belong to W. Okay. Therefore, W is a subspace. Scalar multiplication is vector addition is non-empty set. Therefore, W is a subspace. W is a subspace of B. Okay. W is a subspace of B. Next question. Let B be the vector space. Let B be the vector space B be the vector space of n cross n matrices with real coefficients, right? With real coefficient and define this W, one of the set. V belong to capital V, BW equal WV, okay, for all. This W belong to capital V. This set is called as a center, no? the set W is called center of B. Center of B. Our claim is prove that center of B. If you know the meaning of the center, it's not a problem here, right? You don't know the meaning of the center, it's not a problem here. But your claim is you want to show that W is a subspace. Okay, prove that W is a subspace. Subspace of B. Okay, W is a subspace of B. Here B is one of the matrix. B W matrix. WB also matrix. Okay, WB belong to B means W one of the matrix. Okay, not an element. This is matrix. Okay. Okay, right. So it is first you want to show that non-empty no W. So what is possible here? You take zero matrix. I already told you the matrix is actually matrix B and W are matrix. No, then zero, first you take the zero matrix. Let zero, right? That means zero matrix. Zero matrix, and for any right for any matrix you take for any matrix X belong to V. Therefore, this condition should satisfying. You put the zero matrix, no, then zero times your another matrix X. This is equal to here X times zero. This one zero, no? This one zero. Therefore, this one zero means this zero there, the zero belong to W. The zero belong to W. Therefore, it is non-empty. Zero means zero matrix. Okay, zero matrix in satisfy this condition. Therefore, zero matrix belong to W. Therefore, W is an non-empty set. Let you take two matrices UW, right? UW belong to W and C belong to R, and C belong to one of the scalar. Okay. Then for any X belong to B, X belong to B means X is one of the matrix. Okay. So right, so B, right, B. What about this value B plus WX? You know, here we can use a distributed law for a matrix because B is a matrix, W is a matrix, and X is a matrix. Yeah, when then you can do a distributed law, then BX plus WX. Now BX is one of the matrix, W is one of the matrix. Now we have is B belong to W, right? B belong to W means B belong to V, and that's satisfying this condition. So BX belong, B belong to W and X belong to V means BX equal XV, no? BX equal XV. Okay, BX equal XV because BX equal XV. Goes under, yeah. Here XW similarly. Now again use this product, this matrix, this product also matrix. Okay. Now use the distributed law again, then you get like this form. This means this U plus W, sorry, V plus W. Here V plus W. This V plus W belong to W. V plus W belong to W. Therefore, W satisfy the vector addition. Remaining, you want to check the scalar multiplication. For that, you take this one, CV, right? CV times X. C is one of the scalar, V is one of the matrix, X also one of the matrix. You can use the you can write like this, okay? Because C is scalar, no, right? Vx is a matrix, okay. Now C into Vx you can write XP because B belong to W satisfying this condition, Vx equal XP. Okay, right. Then you can write this one is a C. Yeah. Okay. This one we can write. He scalar no. Then you can take outside x into CV. Is it okay? Here CVX equal x into CV. Therefore, this CV belong to W. Okay, the CV belong to W. C scalar you can take out inside. Okay. X is x is a vector, right? X is a vector. Then you can write like this. Okay, now CV belong to W. Okay, therefore it's scalar multiplication of vectors. Then this three condition is satisfying. Therefore, W is a subspace of B. Therefore, W is a subspace of B. Okay, W is a subspace of B. Another question. Another question based on the centralizer. This one form a subspace. Let's consider the problem. Let B be the vector space B be the vector space of n cross n matrix and M belong to V. M belong to V. This is the fixed matrix. This case, a fixed matrix. A fixed matrix. Define the set first. Define the set. W is equal. Is A belong to B. M is fixed. Then AM equal MA. The set W here is called the centralizer of M in V. The set W here is called the centralizer of M in V, right? Centralizer of M in V. Prove that W is a subspace of V. Prove that W is a subspace of V. Okay. So see, you consider this is zero matrix. Yeah. First, you consider the zero matrix case. Zero matrix means this M is a fixed matrix. Zero is a zero matrix, right? The zero is a zero matrix. So the zero matrix satisfying this condition, therefore the zero matrix belong to W. Zero matrix means zero. Yeah, this is like this. Zero matrix means all entries are zero, right? N cross n matrix is all entries are zero, right? All entries are zero, like that. Okay, zero matrix. Therefore, it is non-empty set. Okay, that is non-empty set. Zero matrix, therefore, is non-empty set. Now, check the vector addition and scalar multiplication. You take let A comma B belong to W and C belong to real. So then AM equal MA. Because A belongs to W means it is satisfying this condition. M is a fixed matrix. Okay. Similarly, you take another, yeah, matrix B belongs to W. No, W means BM equal MB. Okay. BM equal MB. Now you consider this one A plus BM. So it is A plus BM. Here all are matrices. Therefore, you can use distributed law here. AM plus BM. AM we will write AM equal MA. No? MA MB. So here can use the distributive law, right? Distributive law. Then you will write M times A plus B. So this A plus B, this A plus B in W. So above to satisfy the vector addition. Next we come to the scalar multiplication. C times A M. A then C, you can write this one is C into AM. AM is a matrix. M is a fixed matrix. AM equal C times MA. Okay. MA. So M is a fixed matrix. No, and you can take outside M into CA. Yeah. Then this CA into M equal M into CA. Therefore, CA satisfy the condition of W. Okay. Therefore, W is a scalar multiplication of W. Therefore, W is a subspace of B. Therefore, W is a subspace of B. Okay. W is a subspace of B.